Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Saturday live transmission. Thank you to all of you who are joining across the globe. Folks from all parts of the world are tuning in today. I see UAE, Europe, Mexico, and all parts of the US. Someone is even joining from the Bosnian pyramids. How exciting. So nice to see you all. We've got people logged into Facebook, Crowdcast, and YouTube. Welcome. For those who are new, my name is Crystal. I'm with Ascension One Collective, the foundation that supports the work of the channel. I'm here today to guide you into and out of the session. Last we came together, we explored connecting with the guides. This month, we're exploring becoming a conscious creator. So despite what the cover slide says, today's energy transmission will exclusively be the Elohim. Next week, we'll deliver a wisdom transmission with Emmanuel. This is normally the questions and answers part of the two-part session, which we've separated to give you some time to receive the transmission, integrate it, and allow for topic-based questions to emerge over the next week. As always, we have some newcomers, so I'm going to give you a little bit of context to share with those folks about the work. Asil studied within various spiritual traditions over the last 18 years. 6 years ago, he had a strong spiritual experience that opened up this connection that today we refer to as the channel. This is a connection to both powerful energy and wisdom that during the sessions he will embody and bring through. Through this connection, energy will come through him and reach all those who are tuning in to the live transmission. This energy will allow you to go deeper in your meditation, as well as receive information, which will often take the form of a spoken transmission, or in your own way, visions, messages, or an inner knowing. The process for Asil to get into trance includes spontaneous movements of his body and hands, sometimes shaking of his body, fast breathing, and as the energy level rises, sometimes his eyes will roll upwards. It may not seem it, but this is all normal. His everyday human consciousness is still available to him while he's channeling, and he can stop the embodiment at any time. The channel will bring through guides that will specifically introduce themselves with the name humanity has given them. You might recognize some of these names as angels or archangels, but they never refer to themselves as such. Once the energy field is established, then an energetic alignment begins. People report having powerful experiences even over live stream, so it's really easy. Just sit back and focus on being in an open, meditative state. Just by being receptive, you've included yourself in this energy field, so there's nothing else you need to do. During the session, you may also bring a loved one into your mind and heart and have them receive the benefits as well. You can set an intention. You can release any old wounds, thoughts, emotions that no longer serve you. People sometimes share that things come up for them even in the absence of an intention. So flow with that also and just accept all that arises. We have a Crowdcast poll running at the polls tab at the bottom of the screen. We'd like to know how this work impacts you. It's one question at the beginning, how are you doing before the session? And one after the session. With a simple scale from 1 to 5, it's very easy to answer. So please take a second and let us know how you're doing right now. For people who could support the work, it not only supports Asil, but it supports the whole production team. Many of you supported the last session and have already supported this one. It's truly appreciated and it helps us keep this work accessible. And this month, any dollar amount that you give will be matched by one of our generous donors. We have links to your support options in the chats. We invite you to listen with an open mind and an open heart. We recommend that you listen in a space where you can't be interrupted and you turn your phone off. We also recommend that you stay tuned in through the entire session. If you're in a deep meditative state at the end of the energy transmission, it's okay if you can't hang on to every word thereafter. The benefit of staying with us is what's most important, and the words can be replayed and read later. We're recording the audio and video, and will provide the video and transcript following the event on our website and social media pages. As the session ends, we'll sit together in silence for a few minutes and give you all enough time to come back into this state of awareness. Enjoy your journey. I'll see you back here upon your return.
Hello, welcome, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's good to see that so many of you have tuned in today. It's also a very special weekend, as most of you might know. Sometimes our sessions fall coincidentally on these special dates, special weekends, holy days. And we can feel the impact of the session even enhanced, even more expansive. When humanity is willing and ready to look inward, to be in contemplation, then the entire consciousness collective is impacted by that. So even a small group of individuals that are going on this exploration can impact all of humanity. That's why I believe these transmissions, that these moments of congregation, these moments where we come together to receive this work, to integrate it, truly impact all of us on a grander scale. Many of you have been in sessions before, and we welcome you every single time again. The alignments that are provided, the adjustments that are provided are cumulative. The guides know where you are, in which state you are at this current moment in time. Any adjustments you receive are the adjustments that are perfectly accustomed to you, specifically. So open your heart, open your mind, prepare yourself to receive not just the words, not just the energy, not just the love, but also any alignments that may come your way today. Thank you for joining, and many blessings on the journey ahead. Greetings. We are Elohim. Over the course of humanity's development, humanity as a race, as a physical manifestation of its consciousness, started to understand the capacities and the capabilities that it holds beyond merely existing on this plane of material creation. Thoughts, imagination, relationships, emotions drove the creation, the manipulation of the physical world and the environment of its existence. This environment was established in order for humanity to have the space for its creative force to be received, for its creative force to find a canvas. In this continued experimentation and exploration, humanity learned how to establish a life that it desires, making comforts easier accessible, making discomforts and the natural complexities of this environment less impactful, extending life and to truly embrace this gift, even more so, understanding the laws, the rules, and the boundaries established by this reality. Science, engineering, modern medicine, all of these aspects, including the aspects for communication language, knowledge transfer, impacted humanity's ability to establish itself as a creative force in this plane. Distinguished creative force. First, humanity needed to learn this form of creation, this form of manipulation and adjustment of its environment. It served the evolution of its consciousness. Every creation was the founding and the stepping stone for a new creation. No creation and no creative process was in vain. Every creation allowed for the expansion of consciousness to occur. Every new language, every new word, every new emotion, every new thought, and every new physical creation was a stepping stone for the next. A vast underlying creative understanding started to emerge from a higher perspective of humanity's existence, a perspective beyond identity, beyond the individual, the creative force of the collective, expressing itself through the individual, the creative force of dynamics, of relationships, of circumstances, of life. The collective would create these circumstances in order to allow to learn, in order to allow to realize. The individual played an important role in these learnings. Multiple roles were required. Relationship dynamics were critical. The emergence of specific thoughts, the emergence of specific emotions, challenges of various kinds were an intrinsic element of this form of learning. The collective's creation of life through the expression of the individuals, learning for the individual for this lifetime and many lifetimes, learning for the bonded soul connections, learning for entire soul groups, learning for the entire human collective, all through this mechanism. And humanity, through its many iterations and through its many generations, through its many civilizations, has judged life itself as a predestined experience, as a requirement, as a challenge, and at times as a true gift, as an opportunity, as joy, and as the underlying fabric to learn of love. The establishment of this mechanism was indeed a creation to allow human consciousness and to allow the individuals within human consciousness, to allow all of you to experience the variety and the multitude of circumstances. Judgment would only arise in the individualized experience and was required in order to drive new emotions, perspectives, and thoughts. Realizations would emerge. And some individuals started to understand that the more realizations occur, the more they become consciously aware of their existence, consciously aware of their environment, consciously aware of their relationships. Even thoughts and emotions became transparent. This greater awareness within, many of you have called the awakening. Many of you have called the self realization process, the enlightenment process. Yet in this journey, more than the understanding of your circumstances, more than the understanding of this reality of holding greater awareness and conscious awareness, your understanding of the power that you hold over this experience called life, the power that you hold in the evolution, in the interaction, and in the growth of the human consciousness collective. That power can only be wielded when multiple perspectives of one's existence occur and perceive at the same time. Perspectives of great duality, judgments and oppositions. The furthest spectrum, the strongest polarity embodied within you. On the other side of this spectrum of perspectives, the perspectives of unity, of oneness, and of non duality. All possible and capable to be held within your individualized experience. The only way a perspective cannot emerge is as a certain realization is still required to first be established. Every single realization will allow another perspective to be integrated into your being. The totality of all perspectives allows you to become consciously aware and a conscious creator of your own. Your conscious creatorship will then focus on creating the most significant, the most important, and the most focused on the evolution of humanity. Your creatorship will be driven not by the comforts that you seek or the discomforts that you seek to avoid. Your conscious creatorship will be part of the fabric of humanity's final stage, of existence, the most significant aspect of humanity, its ascension process. Your conscious creatorship will be in service. And through the service that is offered through your conscious creatorship, you will benefit as well. All of those around you will benefit, and all of humanity will benefit. Awakening will be accelerated. Realizations will be accelerated. The integration and the evolution of even more and further conscious creators on this plane will be established. Conscious creators collaborate in unison as all perspectives are integrated within their being. They are one and the same. They hold the perspectives that the other holds. Conscious creators are continuously connected to the collective, continuously listening, continuously projecting, continuously transmitting in unison with the collective. They are, they are the eyes and the ears of the collective. They are the hands of the collective, creating this reality beyond the mechanisms established for the learning of the individual. Some conscious creators were established in the early stages of this iteration of humanity. Ancient civilization lineages learned and understood the power of consciousness, the power of the many perspectives held, the power of the connection to the collective and beyond. These individuals, while on the path to enlightenment, have integrated their own learnings into their own being, allowed for these pathways to be established in the first place. The first ones to walk as conscious creators. Yet this knowledge cannot be merely transmitted through words, through wisdom. It is an evolution of the consciousness of the individual. It is a journey of continued self-realization. It is a journey of learning. It is a journey of reflection, of integration. And as you walk this path, step by step, as you start to integrate the many perspectives of your life and of your environment, as you start to embed all of these perspectives in the new perspectives that are emerging within you, you will see without the effort, without the energy, without the struggle, the perspectives that are held, the moments that are required, the situations that are desired will start to emerge naturally around you. Circumstances seemingly random, circumstances seemingly coincidental, circumstances seemingly synchronous will emerge as a result of the greater realizations integrated and the emerging perspectives held within your being. All perspectives held will hold the greatest alignment within your being. And this is the journey of finding greater alignment, greater presence, as well as the journey to becoming a conscious creator in this reality. Thank you for receiving this transmission. We will now commence the alignments. Thank you for receiving this transmission, our gift to humanity, our gift to you on your journey to becoming a conscious creator, on your journey to evolution, through ascension, to becoming a non-material existence, a creationary civilization. Welcome back. The energy might still be going strongly for some of you. This is a truly miraculous, mysterious, and powerful journey that we are on as human beings. And the more we open our eyes to it, the more we see the magnificence and the beauty and the incredible power in it. Being human is not a burden. Being human is not our fate. It is what we have chosen because of the beauties and the powers that it brings, the gifts that come along with it. I hope that even in the most challenged moments, you will be able to see that. Thank you for joining.
Welcome back, everyone. Take your time to come back into your body. Take any extra time you need in a sitting or lying position, or stay in this state as long as you need to. As we're coming back, I have a few gentle closing remarks. If you'd like to continue this journey, there are a few ways to do it. We have a very special invitation for you. On April 22nd, we will deliver a special transmission for Earth Day. The guides wish to explore with us the unique bond that humanity holds with this planet and its importance on the self-realization journey and our collective evolution. Stay tuned for a link to register, which will be available later this week. We'll share it first on our Mighty Networks platform. We've designed a home for all of Ascension One Collective's online community in Mighty Networks, which you can join by using the link placed in the chat now. Those of you who are enrolled in courses are already part of this community, but I encourage you to peruse our new spaces to see what the greater community is talking about. We have social media pages like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube that you can follow and share. And if you're watching on YouTube and you're new, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. You can invite family, friends, and community to these bi-monthly sessions. The team is posting the next month's transmission schedule, which next Saturday will be the Q&A with Emmanuel. You can join our weekly Monday integration calls. You can peruse our channeling archive for answers to previous questions under the Channelings tab on our website. This work is possible because of your support. As you would imagine, it takes a village to bring the channel to this space and beam it out to all of you. This month, any dollar amount that you give will be matched by one of our generous donors. If you find this of value, please consider supporting us to keep this work accessible. There are links in the chat with options for giving. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for contributing your presence and your time. We feel the collective support you have for one another and for us, and we're deeply grateful. Take it easy after the session. Give space for the energy to continue to work. If you can, keep your mind quiet. If you can't, bring this presence and peace to whatever it is that you need to do. I feel the light emanating from all of you and your conscious creatorship, and it fills my heart with joy. Take care.